Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching. In this video, I'm covering the Vendor Manager mobile applet that's available through Now Agent. So if you've got an iPhone, if you've got an Android device, you use the Now Agent app that you can see here to access, like if you're a fulfiller or you're doing stuff in ServiceNow. So I'm going to open the Now Agent app. I'm logged in as a demo user named Ivan Wright. And you can see here it comes to his homepage of his work. Now the vendor applet is down here. If you don't see it down there where it says vendors, you can also get to all the other applets through the more menu that you can see right here. So if I click more, that'll show me other things that I have access to, maybe notifications, settings, and I can log out and log in as a different user. But we're talking about vendor management today in the Vendor Manager mobile app. So you can see right at the top, the first thing is a little dashboard. Thank you, ServiceNow. These are cards where you can click on them if there's data there, and they'll show you contracts. There's no new contracts at the time, right now, and no contracts running 90 days in my demo environment. But for Ivan, he does have some vendors he's responsible for managing. So you see his vendors, and then he has the option to look at all vendors. So both of these are going to lead to a list of vendors. We'll stick with my vendors because there's going to be less stuff. And here you can see the important information about his vendors. Real quickly, there's the score, the vendor's name, type of service they provide, a location, and a nice little pretty cloud because this is the cloud MSP vendor that Ivan manages. So if we click into this, we can see different information, the same stuff we were looking at there before, but the contact, secondary internal contacts, external contacts, the ranking for that particular vendor, their state, their phone, website, street address, city, state, and country, right? So all the stuff he could possibly need to get to on his mobile device about that particular vendor. If we go back here, away from the vendors, he can jump into his vendor incidents. So this is a view-only view of the incidents related to Ivan's vendors. So here you've got, again, this cloud MSP. There's an open incident for that one. Let's go ahead and open it up, and we can see the incident details. So a number, a blank description, who called it in, the category, impact, urgency, all that. But notice he can't actually edit this particular incident. He can go into the activity stream and leave a comment and say, "Hey, I am following up with the vendor, ... And he could speak to it too through his phone if he wanted to. So we'll just post that, and he can post a comment on an incident directly from his mobile device. So you see that comment was successfully added. He can see other comments in there. If he wants to attach a picture or attach something else, he can do that right here from his mobile device. So can't change the incident, but can actually view it and add comments to it. Last couple of things here, vendor outages. If you're using the outage feature in ServiceNow, you can see the same vendor for Ivan has a degradation in their cloud service, so he can click on that outage and see information about it. So the configuration item, what type of outage, when it began, if any tasks are associated with it. You can jump over to the vendor details that we were looking at before. That's another way to get to the vendor information. And then see also the services and offerings that are affected. In this case, it's only maintenance that's affected for this particular one. So that's the outage form that he can access from the mobile device. Looking at any of the outages. If there was any breached SLAs, he could jump to that here. And now down here we have another little mini dashboard for the vendor. The vendor is by a KPI group, the KPI being IT services here. So if we click on this, we'll get a nice graph of the vendor services or IT services. And you notice it says tap the graph to view the details. So if we click on that, we will see that 100% of 4 IT services, and we can click on that number 4 and then kind of see these different KPIs. So Devify, Cloud MSP, SaaS provider, and a Centaur. If we open up the Cloud MSP, it takes us again to that vendor information. So some circularness going on there, but some helpful information for a vendor manager who just needs to see some important details in order to manage that relationship with the vendor and have it at their fingertips whenever they need it without going to their desk. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in vendor management in general or vendor management on a mobile device. Until next time, don't forget to always be learning.